If you are learning PHP, these are the most important thing you must know. I have posted the first video. You can check my page. This is the continuation. In this video, I will show you PHP mistakes, how to fix it, PHP code and explain it, PHP program and solutions. This is the biggest thing beginners miss. Always check data security mindset. Never trust user input. Always validate your input. Always make sure that your input processor is well secured. So let me show you how we secure our user input. So in this file, we are going to be writing PHP code and HTML code. So since we are writing PHP code and HTML code in one file, the first thing to do is construct our HTML structure, which is this. Then go here, create a PHP tag. So the logic we use to secure user input, we use if statement. We do something like this. If it said brackets dollar post user info. This user info means user information. Then dollar username equals to dollar post username. Why this? Because it prevents error and improves security. So to display this username, use echo to display this username dollar username echo dollar username. So this echo send data to the browser. It display information to the browser. So let's comment this. So this alone, this logic is what we use to prevent and secure user input. And we also, in securing user input and preventing error, we also need condition control logic. What I mean by condition control logic is when you create a variable, give it a value of anything, then write a logic with the variable that you created. That is what I mean by condition control logic. Okay, let me show you what I mean by condition control logic. Let's create a variable, call it age. So you have created a variable. So this variable exists, but this variable don't have a value. So to give this a variable value, you do equals to. Then we're going to give this variable a value here. Give it a value of what? 18. So the age have the value of what? 18. So this age actually exists and it actually have value. That is when you create something, normal human being create something and the thing will have value. So that's what we did here. We created a something and give it a value. So this variable have the value of what? 18 years. So that means I am 18 years. So to write a logic with this variable, we use if. You can use if statement to write a logic to this variable. You just do if bracket dollar age greater than equals to 18. If dollar age is greater than equals to 18, then echo you are an adult. So what's this statement actually telling us is if age is greater than equals to 18, echo you are an adult. So that means if my age is greater than 18 or my age is 18, because here you did greater than and what equals to. If I'm 18 or I am more than 18, so echo you are an adult. But you can also do something like this. You can also do something like this. If dollar age greater than or dollar age less than 18, echo you are not above the age. So this will actually work, but no need of doing this here. This is a long process. This is a long process. So no need of doing this here. Just remove it. Just come here and say else echo you are not above 18. So that means what this thing actually mean is that if my age is greater than or equals to 18, tell me you are an adult. If I'm 17, you tell me you are not above 18. So how this thing actually work? If this thing, if this phrase run and I am 18 or I am not above 18, I'll get this. Then if I'm not above 18, I am from 17 down, then I should get this. Okay, let's check this in our browser. Copy, copy part. Change this to localhost. Always make sure that your XAMPP is running because without XAMPP, you can't run PHP. PHP is not going to work. So do you see the message that I got here? You are an adult because my age is 18. If I also change this thing to 20, I'll still get you are an adult because I am more than 18. I'm greater than 18. So but if I change this thing to 17, I'll get this message because now I'm not greater than 18 and I'm not 18. That's why I should get that message. Okay, do you see it? You are not above 18. So this is how if statements work, and this is what we call condition control logic. When you create a variable, give it a value, and write a logic with the variable you created. And this is also how websites allow login, restrict access. It also control users. PHP work with form, HTML form. So when we say that PHP work with HTML form, that is what we mean by combination of PHP and HTML. Okay, let me show you how we combine PHP and HTML. Just come inside body, create a div tag, then form. Inside the form, create an input. Give the input type. So the type of this input is going to be text and give it a name. The name of this input will be user name. Then come down here, create another input. Give the give it a type, email, name, user email. Then create a button, type, submit, name, user info, user information. Then come here, put submit. So what you actually did here is you created an input. So the type of this input is test. That means you are going to enter test in this input, and the name of our input is username. And this one you have another input, email. The type is email. That means you are going to enter email, only email in this input. This input is made for email, and the name of our input is what? User email. Created a button, submit. The name of our button is what? User info, which is user information. So give it, then you can highlight submit. Okay, let's check this in our browser. Okay, this is the input you just created. Okay, let's come back here. Give it a placeholder. Okay, copy this. Put it here. Okay, use this placeholder to control users, to direct users to what to the right thing to do inside our what input. So this placeholder is going to display inside our input. So you know actually where you should enter your name and where you should enter your email. Okay, let's see it here. We have enter your name and enter your email. Okay, then come here, put method. We are going to use post method. We have two type of method, post and what get method. We have post method and get method. So now we are using post method. So inside this action is where we are going to put our file that you want to submit this user information in. Let me say if you have another file here, if you create another file here to submit our user information here, then you can pass the file name here. But since you are submitting this user information inside this the same file, you have to leave it empty or you enter this the same file name index.php because that's where you are passing this information. Let me say if you have another file called process.php, that means you are going to enter the file name here. So whenever we click submit to take us first to process.php, but here we get an error, not found. The request URL was not found on this server because you didn't have anything like process.php in our work. So, but me now, we are submitting this information inside the same file. Just leave this thing empty. So now I have created our input. To connect this input with our PHP code, we come up here. Okay, just remove this. Then do if blanket dollar if blanket is set blanket dollar post this button, which is name of our button is what user info. Just copy the name so that you won't make a mistake. Let's see it here. So what we actually said here, if it said dollar post user info, this means whenever a user click this button, post the user information. Whenever a user click this button, post the information he entered inside this input. Then we are going to tell it what else to do after posting the user info. Then dollar user name equals to dollar post. Then I have to post this username. Just copy this to prevent a mistake. Paste it here. Post this username and dollar user email equals to dollar post this user email. Copy this and put here to prevent a mistake. So what this thing actually means, whenever a user, if he said whenever a user click this button, dollar post the user information, post the information he entered here. Then here we created a variable called username and user email. So this variable is going to get the value of this username. This variable username will get the value of this username. That's why you paste, you put the name of this input here. Then it will get the value that the user entered inside this input. It will post it here inside this. So this variable will have the value of this input. And this dollar user email variable will have the value of what user email input. So to check if this actually works, just come here and say dollar, no, and say echo dollar user name echo br echo dollar user email. So to check if this actually work, so if this if statement is working through, that means any value that a user entered inside this input is going to appear here, and any value that a user entered inside this input will also appear here. So let's go to our browser and check. We can enter username, user email. Then submit. Okay. Do you see our message here? We get username Benjo, user email benjo@gmail.com. We just put a BR here. Okay, this is our username Benjo, our user email benjo@gmail.com. So this is how we connect HTML form with what PHP. So let me say if you let me say my input is empty. If you click submit, it will submit empty input. is to submit empty value because we didn't enter anything here. But let's just enter something. So this is to get anything that you entered inside this input. You get any value that you entered inside this input. Okay, let's go back to our VS Code. Let's verify age in our website because now we are making this website for an adult. Somebody that's from 18, from 17 down is not going to register in our website or is not going to have an account in our website. So let's just make this website to be for 18 years. That means we are putting a security in our website. So just copy this one of these inputs, put it here, change this type to number, change this to user age, then enter your age. Check our browser. Okay, this is here, we have the input. Okay, let's just create this. So you don't need to create a variable and give it 18 or 17 anymore. Okay, so come here, user age equals to post user. We just copy this to prevent a mistake. And here, put echo dollar user age. Okay. Okay, let's come here and write the if statement that will secure our age. We do this. If bracket dollar user age is less than 18. Okay, this means if my age is what less than 18, if I am from 17 down, then let's tell him what else to do. Echo access denied. You are not allowed to be here. Okay, if my age is less than 18, then I'll get this message. If my age is less than 18, I'll get this message. Access denied. You are not allowed to be here. Then else, echo this. Just copy this, cut it, and put it here. Then come here. Echo you are allowed to be here. Okay, just come here and say hello. Username. Welcome. You are allowed to be here. Okay, let's check this in our browser. You know what we did here? So if user age is what less than 18, access denied, that means you're not allowed to be in this website. Then else means if user age is not less than 18. That's what this else means. If not, user age is not less than 18. That's when this else will run. So else echo hello username welcome back. You are allowed to be here. Then it will tell echo the username, user email, and the user age. That means you are getting the successful message. Okay, this thing is already filled. Let's just submit. Okay, let me just enter. Okay, 20. Submit. Okay, this is what you get here. Hello, Benjo. Welcome back. You are allowed to be here. Just come here. Put a yeah. Hello Benjo, yeah. Welcome back. You are allowed to be here. Okay, this means successful message. I am successful, created an account. My account is successful registered. So let's just enter 17 years. Enter 17. Okay, this is access denied. You are not allowed to be here. So this is what we mean by security with PHP. This this is enough to secure our website from what we don't want, and this is enough to direct user, control user, not to do what you don't want in our website. So let's go back to our code editor. Errors are your best friend when something breaks down. Read the error. Most time it is missing semicolon, long variable, undefined variable. File must end with words .php, index.php, not words index.html. If you want PHP to run, you need a server to run PHP. You can't just open PHP like HTML. You need XAMPP, MAMP, or local server. PHP is used for real things: PHP power, logic, system, dashboard, e-commerce. In this video, in the next video, we will make this page more advanced and interactive. We will also build a login system using PHP, HTML, and CSS. Don't forget to subscribe and like and follow for more tutorials. Thank you.